mega scaling comp for T1. As it's going to be a hook champ here for Carney. So it is Brand, I assume. Getting just whittled down. Owner is on a ward, and NNO immediately start to flee on the bottom side. Another ward there. Owner flashing for it. Those stun comes on through, but both of them get away. Brokey has a lantern as well. And NNO will get away with their lives.
Able to disengage safely from the situation. Good news for NNO, but they're still suffering in the spot lane 2v2.
Oh, the flash from Baze even dodges the hook. Beautifully done. 2 games in a row. A scaling carry and early kills. Here comes Zucker though. As Owner does get stunned up, but just not enough damage. Really on either side, to be honest, in these early scraps.
Yeah, lack of mana as well for Paze and Carry here to a lot back away, but the fact they had that big CS lead in the bot lane and then get that kill, great start for T1 on the bot side of the map, and I don't know, looking for a bit more here. Oh no.
Oh, Owner back in, and it's another one for Paze. 2
cooldown to set something up, and I think the Gearing just couldn't chase him down there. Oh, now, oh
no, taken down Doran. With
again, T1 happy just to farm up in this situation.
Okay, just shy on the hook, dive from no way, onto Faker! No way! Gets his solo kill, he goes down, but he'll be happy with that one. Tolkien now with it all on the top side as Doran tries to escape. The stun's there, but there's just no follow-up.
Good old there from Doran to get away from a sticky situation, but a solo...
Now T1 continue to push in this bottom side, and I'm a little bit nervous. Coming on Brokey here, as we could have a dive, smolder breathing fire everywhere. Brokey's still alive though, and Pace jump, there we go.
Wait.
Oh no, it's a 1-for-1. It's a disaster for T1.
The final tower hit in the burn as well. I think it's a good trade for NNO, considering...
I don't think so.
You know, he can put solo-killed Faker in the resume, and that's what matters.
Exactly. Okay, now No Way in a bit of trouble as Carrier comes in to help out. The stun out from Faker, the root is there as well. And No Way punished for his transgressions in the mid lane.
But Carrier helped, so it wasn't a solo kill, importantly.
I've got devastating news for you. It was a solo kill earlier.
When he died in the tower, yeah.
Brokey going forwards, Paze chunked and will be forced to flash away over the wall. Carney gonna hunt for a hook, but action. Oh, what a shot from Owner across the map. The lantern will keep him alive for a little bit, but Brokey's gonna go down anyway. Carrier with the first one. His Owner chunked himself, doesn't have the sustain just yet, and he's gonna go down. In fact, No Way will be gifted this one. No, he won't. Never mind. Urine grabs it.
I mean, threaded the needle with the ultimate. I was wondering coming into this game if Owner was having to look at the tooltips for Briar on this one, but he seems to have a pretty good understanding of the ult there and finds a good angle. Unfortunately, does go down in the trade, and I don't know, going to be able to take the dragon.
Oh, flash forward from Tolkien.
So
good movement. Flashes out to safety, and the Q will sustain him back up again. So should be just about okay in the top side. Big damage on Brokey from Faker. Carney was moving over. Brokey getting really chunked. This Paze moves in. He gets the Drake! That was a single auto attack, I'm pretty sure.
And it feels like the role of stealing objectives is a T180 carry tradition. Paze manages to get it there. We'll have to get a lot more to live up to.
Stun doesn't land, but No Way. I think it's just going to go down. Paze with the kill there. Carney trades it. And now for a bit of support or combat, but I think both of them just going to walk away here.
So much damage, considering the stun didn't connect.
Yeah.
That tension, we think, did I get the kill?
Oh! Tolkien's down. Owner's moved up to the top side. And, well, with 2 auto attackers in that top lane with Grubs on your side as well. Norman's going to make short work of that tower.
Ult used by Owner there, so I assume connected with that onto Tolkien. Unfortunately, this top lane matchup, we saw that near solo kill from Tolkien. I think with the second kill in the place for Doran, it's going to be pretty rough. Oh, he cancelled the recall.
I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot of damage here from NNO. Almost good in long fights. Okay, there's the damage as he comes on in. The stun lands. That's going to be one for No Way. A shutdown nonetheless as well. 2-3-1 now as he'll start to come back into this game. The CC chain is disgusting as both top laners destroyed. Oh, Brokey in trouble as well. The flash from Faker to dodge the stun and finds himself a double kill.
That was clean. Also carry with the predict on the dash with the ultimate. Sets it up so well, and T1 getting a couple of nice kills on the box side of the map. No way, though, is getting a lot of gold here, so definitely feels like he's going to be the main carry for the team.
Yeah.
But it's a huge gold lead for T1 right now.
I'm not gonna lie, remember earlier when we were like, if T1 gets ahead, it's gonna be really, I mean, look at the scaling. They're already almost 5k gold up. It's gonna be 5k as this tower falls. They've got a Smolder, they've got an Aurelian Soul. They've got us ahead. This is terrifying. Can you imagine being up against T1? This is the draft, and this is the gold lead?
And plating will soon fall.
Plate's going to go down soon. And I feel like picks is going to be a good angle for NNO. I think straight 5v5 is going to be a bit of a struggle because they are quite short-ranged, playing into things like the Aurelian Soul, like the Seraphine even. I think the ult value so high.
Brokey is so squishy. He has a great little hook there. And it's going to be a pull under the tower. Kerry is going down. Brokey narrowly survives as Carney finding his angles. Finding his opportunities. Pays with the cleanse though, looking for the kills, finds it before he goes down.
Carney so clean on the thresh there, landing everything. And that's Tolkien looking.
Tolkien finds a stun here, but the longer it goes on, the worse it gets for the Renekton. Doran just demolishing on the top side. A hat trick now on the head. He's onto the tier 2 already.
Yeah, if I was Tolkien, I would be looking at my mid laner.
Hey, no way. How do you fancy a lane swap right now?
I'd be asking, why did you pick me this matchup? Why did you give him this brand new champion?
Oh, it was looking good in on this one until Faker arrived. And now,
nice damage.
A little too much. Under the tower they go. Owner happy to dive forward for this one. A TP coming on through from NNO. No way, looking for an angle. Carney going for the hook again, and he finds it once more. No way, diving into the action. The sustain is there, but I don't think it'll quite be enough. Oh, maybe it will. The stun comes through from Faker as he's channeling, but he's out of mana. And Carney wide on the hook for once. The route across the team, but Pays is just free firing. Pays is taking them down. There's another kill on the Smolder as Brokey trying to get away, but there's nowhere to go. Flashing under his tower, and he will survive.
But Brokey did so much damage there, but just the low health bar is not quite enough to take them out. And Carney, first time misses a hook, I feel there. Unfortunately, not able to find more. It's still T1 getting more and more advantages on the back of these plays. Tolkien
diving in, looking for Curious. But he can't quite get it. And it's another one for the bot lane of T1.
You know, it never feels good to be 0-5 from Renekton, but this is a horrible game to be 0-5 on Renekton right now. And he's trying, he's still trying, I'll give him that.
Maybe the horrible game is the reason he's 0-5 on Renekton. Maybe these two things are connected in some way.
I think he might be onto something there.
They call me Sherlock back home. I don't know why, they won't tell me. I'll work it out. 7k gold lead for T1. NNO, I think at this point against the ropes, but they're still going for it. They're still fighting. But it does feel like the longer this goes on, the more confident Owner seems to get as well. He's also just flying on through. Owner diving into the midst of everyone. And it's so easy for these two dragons to follow up.
Honestly, hasn't been too much control of the dragons themselves, you know, only one for T1. Feels like that's kind of been forgotten a bit in this game. When you mention the two dragons, it did make me think of the dragons.
So interestingly, now that they're getting their second dragon, with Smolder and Aurelian Soul, does that mean they just get Soul now? That's 4 dragons, right?
No, it doesn't quite work like that.
No? Oh, okay. I thought you'd love a bit of dragon humor. That's all the LCK is, isn't it? Banter about dragons?
We do a lot of that.
Whole thing.
We do a lot of that. And it is a Cloud Soul, which Atlas loves. And he is king of the dragon humor, so... Oh, there's a snipe.
No way, jump in. Oh. The lantern, the double charm as well, the roots galore. Doran diving into the action. As NNO over the wall, watching Carney dive, doing nothing, hoping for a pick. Onto Owner, they find their target. Stun comes on through, the burn is there, and it's not enough!
He's not dying!
He's still alive! The sustain coming on through! Oh God, NNO is bad to worse at this point as Pays is here to finish the kill as well. Tolkien.
Run away, Tolkien, run away.
Just wondering what on earth is going on.
Oh man, no!
Oh God, he can't even get away at this point. Thorin looking to chase him down. Goes for the pull on in the Dread return, and it is Dread. All it is this game for Tolkien. Thorin over the wall. I think in an awkward spot. Will be stunned up. He's underneath the tower, but the rest of T1 happy to dive on it. As it's another one to Tolkien. Carney gets a hook, but it's 2 for Doran in the fight, and No Way has no way home at this point. Doran tanking a lot of damage from that tower, though. Needs to be a little cautious, but we're 18 minutes into the game, and T1 are already hammering onto inhib towers.
Yeah, Pays 1 stack away from 225. Should be able to get it here.
Here we go, Pays, Chunk. You're in. No Way finishing it off. Carrier next on the chopping block is Faker. In the meantime, got Brokey, and he'll zoom on out of the base. Inhib survives, though. Huge for NNO. There's now a TP play. Maybe this is the chain of events that can turn this shambles of a game around. Tolkien chasing Faker. Doran is here too, though. Tolkien, he ain't tanky at this point. That's a lot of damage going on through, and Doran will be there to finish the job. Ona grabs one as Doran looks for a 2v1 on the bottom side of the fight. Gets the knock up onto Carney, and there's no way he's helping Carney on this one as redemption for the orbital strike onto Carney as well. Hagarin solo on HP, and Ona has to flash away. No Way diving back into the fight, but Doran is loving every second. He's down, taken into his res, but you just can't kill him. You just can't kill him. Brokey trying to do what? What is that damage? It's a double for Doran. As Hagarin is next, and he looks for more. Triple for Doran.
He does eventually go down, but so much damage coming out for this champion. Oh, can't he just about... Oh no, Carrier!
T1 are loving every second of this. They're doing a G2, as it were, to NNO.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, and the game is pretty cooked for NNO. Pays has his stacks, Carrier styling on them, flashing over the wall to secure the kills, and Doran has hit raid boss status at this point.
Yeah. This game almost as cooked for NNO as my voice is at this point. And there's No Way now. Trying to defend this tier 2 at the bottom side. Pays. Flaps his way to safety. Look at the Tolkien, the tanks go in. Faker though stopping No Way from following up. The stun is there. Damage doesn't quite finish the job. It's looking pretty good for NNO to start the fight off as Ona looks for a little bit more, but there's not really anywhere to go, and the Dragons are starting to dominate, but there's the hook from Carney again! Carney's thresh has been immaculate. There's No Way. Looks for a bit more action. The shield is not enough against the burns. And the 2 Dragons pushing forwards alone in the base. Carney looking for a hook, and he finds it again! The CC is there to follow up, and Pays is down, but Doran looks for more himself and eviscerates Brokey. Going underneath the towers for a little bit more as well. Carney, the sole defender here for NNO, underneath these towers, but I'm not sure even Carney can protect himself from Doran, but Tolkien arrives and cuts through the top laner. A T lead for T1. That is the mountain that NNO has to climb. And they're finding a couple of these picks. The items are coming online. We're on the 2 items.
Oh, No Way?
Then here's No Way. Looks for Faker, but can't quite find the kill.
Gets him low, but he's able just to slide out. Oh, the ult from Ona.
Going in, Pays with damage onto both. Tolkien, the first target is the bird, is ticking away. Mom flies on through, and Ona finishes the job as Doran low on HP, but there's no such thing as low on HP on Zehen. He just survives no matter what you do, and Brokey will be burnt to death. Another fight for T1, and they look for more. They're not interested in ending the game. They're interested in ending No Way, despite his quite generous draft. They still just wanted to kill him.
That's your coach, let him go. They'll chase him down. Faker just keeps tapping the slow on him. We'll get range. The 2 Dragons will beat him down.
I mean, what can you do? And the rest of T1 are finishing the job. 2 games in a row, absolute bangers here in Munich as T1 decimate NNO.